first question today. For over 10 years, OPEX, now part of Total Call International for the past 2 years, built quite a reputation as the best carrier to take switch long distance to. Does Total Call still trying to embrace this switch long distance traffic?
Absolutely, Dan. Actually, Total Call and OPEX have been in business for about the same period of time, and for the last 2 years, when Total Call acquired OPEX, we've been continuing to operate it with a focus on operational excellence and a deep relationship, actually building a deep relationship with all of our agents and working to establish relationships with new agents that might not be that familiar with OPEX or Total Call. And we absolutely have a focus on making it easy to do switch long distance and to bring us toll-free numbers and give you great service and great care.
Great. And so while other carriers might be focusing on T1 traffic only, or customers that bill over $500, interconnects who are desperately searching for places to take the smaller switch business to, while others are pushing it away, you're inviting it because you do such a great job on it, right?
Exactly. We have a dedicated sales support team that is focused on doing this. We've got a provisioning team that can help get the toll-free numbers up and running quickly. We can do the toll-free numbers that are going to follow an individual, so it could be sort of more like a residential service, and for business services, people bringing blocks and blocks, thousands of toll-free numbers, we can execute that in just a day. So we really have a high focus on that, and we really have the back office people to support it.
Now, a second question, you've touched on it a bit, was the toll-free 800 numbers. There are some agents out there that exclusively work and do business in toll-free 800 numbers, the 888 numbers, the 866 numbers. Now, for a long time, Total Call International and OPEX, you've specialized in that area of the business, and a lot of these agents that specialize in 800 service alone exclusively work through OPEX Total Call. Is that right?
That's correct. That is absolutely correct. We work with a lot of these agents that do specialize in that, and we make it really easy to change the ring-to numbers, to resport the numbers over to us. Very, very easy.
So if an agent or a new interconnect is having trouble with 800, or they're looking for the carrier that specializes in 800, they should definitely give you guys a call.
I think so, and we'll do what we can to help them. We'll try to help them with their customers. We'll try to help them with landing new sub-agents. Whatever they need, our focus is really high service, high touch, help, whatever the agent's needs are.
And then our third question today, the reason that Total Call International and OPEX have been so good at handling 800 and switch traffic is for, a number of years now, you've had an automated way for your distributors to submit these orders where they get a customized link on their website so they can actually pass the order to you in an automated fashion, but you've got a big back office of people that will manually handle those orders or whatever it takes to get those orders scrubbed and turned in the shortest period of time. Is Total Call International continuing that automated order input?
Yes, absolutely. We had the back office personnel in-house as Total Call, and then when we acquired OPEX, we made sure that we continue that same excellent support. So we do have the back office, and one thing that we do is we do a lot of this automation. So when an agent signs up, we create unique dedicated web links that can track to the agent's ID, so we know even down to the sub-agent of that master agent in many cases what their ID is, what accounts they're selling, and that way it makes it really easy for tracking, it makes it really easy for commission reports, it makes it really easy for us to pay commissions and on time and on a regular recurring basis.
And then if anything, any hiccup comes along with these POTS lines, these old-fashioned copper phone lines being picked over from one carrier to another, even though the agent has submitted the order automatically, you have people who are manually handling these hiccups and making sure that every POTS line is picked over and the pick restricts are undone and all of that, correct?
That's correct. We have a business support group as well as customer service. We have a dedicated provisioning group, and then we have our dedicated sales support group. And the sales support group is probably the first group that they notify if they had a problem, because they're very, very aggressive in getting help from any of the carriers or checking on the back end. And we have our own NOC. The one thing that's a little bit different than OPEX is that Total Call is a facilities-based carrier. So we have our own NOC and we have our own set of technicians that can help troubleshoot. So it makes it a little bit different, and we have a little bit different organization than what OPEX had. But it's really integrated nicely, and now we are just looking to serve more and more agents and provide great service in this niche space.
Now, of course, we've been talking about the 10-year history that Total Call International and now OPEX have had serving 800 orders, switch long distance orders. That's not to say that you don't have the same outstanding support behind doing dedicated T1 orders. You want to share with us what you're doing in the dedicated T1 area?
Yeah, actually, we're launching our MasterStream portal with them, so there are going to be instant quotes available. We're going to have dedicated internet access as well as LDT1s. A lot of people are shopping for a place to bring their long-distance traffic, and we've got multiple carriers that we're able to resell, and we've got incredible rates that we're able to offer with our relationships with many of the carriers. And we've got some great sales support people and a different provisioning team that is dedicated specifically to dedicated circuits. So while we have our switch provisioning team, this is another unique group that works specifically on the dedicated circuits. So we can focus on making sure that the installation is right, the turnup is right, the troubleshooting goes well, and we've had several agents that were OPEX agents that came over that were concerned a little bit about whether or not they would get the same excellent service, and many of them have been pleasantly surprised that they're getting great service, and we're very pleased to be able to provide that kind of service and the ability to help them meet these needs and provide these kind of solutions.
This is Dan Baldwin, and we've been speaking with Jeffrey Kapner, Senior Vice President of Sales, Marketing, and Customer Service with Total Call International / OPEX, and we've been talking about how OPEX is still the place to take your switch long distance orders, still the place to take your 800 orders, still the place to go if you want an automated link on your website to process these orders, and now the place to get terrific low prices on dedicated T1 lines. Jeffrey, anything else you want to share with our audience today?
Well, Dan, I just want to thank you for the opportunity. I want to make sure that people understand that it's not just T1s. We can do DS3s and up to OC3s if they have those needs for whether it's a call center or it's a customer that has that kind of need for voice traffic or the dedicated internet access. So we're looking forward to working with many new agents as well as our working closely with our continued base of channel partner agents. Thanks again, Dan.
And if people want to follow up, they can call your agent support line at 877-577-7266. Again, 877-577-7266, correct?
That's correct, and they can talk to Virginia, Hazelwood, or I'm never too busy to take a call from one of our agents or one of our sub-agents or even a customer.
Great. Okay, and we thank you for taking the time to talk to us.
Oh, Dan, thanks so much. I really appreciate the opportunity.